What's going on, guys? Bengal again here, coming back at you with another video, and today we are going to be rebuilding the Seattle Seahawks with their star new addition, Jamal Adams. Of course, the Jets traded him over, and the Seahawks gave up a ton to get him. 2 first-round picks, one this year, one next year, Bradley McDougald, and a 3rd-round pick next year. So, 1 first-rounder this year, 1 first-rounder next year. So, we don't have a lot of picks to work with, but we do have a pretty talented roster. Some really solid players on this team. You look at Bobby Wagner and Jamal Adams on the same defense. What a combination that might be. But without further ado, I got to go ahead and make some of these trades to get the picks over to the Jets as they now belong to them. Of course, Jamal Adams traded him before the roster to get him on this little image here. But let's go ahead and hop into the Seattle Seahawks rebuild. If you guys are new here, would love for you to hit the subscribe button. We are on the path to 200,000 subscribers. Also, check me out on Twitter. I stream on Twitch every day. And I'm bringing back my 2nd channel. All of these links are in the description. Make sure to check them out. Thank you so much. All right, it's actually the next day here. And as you can see, the background's changed. I actually got, I think I hung up the Gleyber Torres poster. It's a little bit irrelevant. I know most of you guys don't care about that. What you do care about is Hawthorne, the sponsor of today's video. All right, let me tell you something, boys. This video, first of all, is sponsored by Hawthorne. But listen. This is the best shampoo and conditioner I've ever used, bar none. It's not even really close. You got to take a quiz. I guess I did, and I aced it. The quiz and everything's going to be linked down in the description. You answer all these specific questions about your hairstyle, your habits, and all these things. It's a really quick quiz, and again, I must have done perfectly on it because this shampoo and conditioner is unbelievable. They have a bunch of other products as well, and my nose didn't even work that well ever since I got hit with a pitch playing baseball years ago. I swear to God, this stuff like reawakened my senses with the most powerful, amazing smell of all time. And I can't even exaggerate this enough. This is unbelievable. I cannot recommend Hawthorne highly enough. I said it with a thick New Jersey accent there. I apologize. But Hawthorne, use code Bengal10 for a discount. You need this. I really can't put it any more bluntly than that. You need this badly. All right, I completely forgot that Greg Olsen was on the Seahawks now. Had no idea. I mean, I'm sure I heard about it. I don't remember this at all. Will Dissly, Jacob Hollister in there as well at tight end. The offensive line is less than fantastic. I feel like Chance Warmack should be rated maybe a little higher than a 64. That feels a bit low. But, I don't know. Maybe not. He's kind of a bust anyway. Brandon Shell, Cedric Abuehi. A lot of bust offensive linemen on this team. BJ Finney's on here. Damian Lewis. There's not a ton to work with. We got to revamp this entire offensive line. Like, the 2 best pieces on this are Micah Potty and Dwayne Brown, who are both into their 30s. Potty's 32 and only a 74 overall, and then Dwayne Brown is 34 and only an 84 overall. Not great. For the position skill players on here, got Russell Wilson, 2nd best quarterback in the league behind Patrick Mahomes. He's incredible, has been underrated for a long time. He is fantastic. Tyler Lockett continues to be a very good wide receiver. Probably one of the more underrated ones in the NFL. I feel like people just don't associate him with being particularly good when he is. Josh Gordon, I don't really know how much we want to count that. DK Metcalf had a great rookie year. And, of course, some pretty good backs in here. Chris Carson is fantastic, just fumbles the ball a little bit too much. Carlos Hyde, Rashad Penny, who, I mean, again, how is this guy a 1st-round pick? But the real focus of this video is on the defensive side of the ball, where we have Jamal Adams. 92 overall, superstar X Factor, looks really good. And this, of course, is the Seahawks Jamal Adams rebuild. The pieces around him, we have Bobby Wagner, another superstar X Factor, Shaquem Griffin, KJ Wright, Quandre Diggs, Hook'em Horns, Marquise Blair's not too bad in there, Lavert Hill, Trey Flowers in the slot, Shaquille Griffin, Quentin Dunbar, who might go to jail, Ugo Amadi. Defensive line, we got Bruce Irvin, Jerron Reed, Puna Ford, Benson Mayowa, DeMarcus Christmas in there as well. Anyone notable I'm missing out? Oh, yeah. LJ Collier. I think he was he a late 1st-round pick or early 2nd? I want to say he was a late 1st-round pick last year by the Seahawks. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 29th. The Seahawks just don't draft too well in the 1st round. I mean, out of all of these players, who are even 1st-round picks? for the Seahawks. No receivers, no running back, or actually Rashad Penny, but yikes. Russell Wilson was not. They didn't draft any of those offensive linemen in the first round who are good. Bobby Wagner was not a first-round pick. Bruce Irvin was a first-round pick. I mean, this is just kind of, it's weird. I don't know. They just don't draft well in the first round. And Darrell Taylor was a second-round pick this year. Kind of a weird one. We got to change his contract to be a 4-year deal. And let me just go ahead and take care of this. I'll also give Jordan Brooks, who we didn't even talk about, the first-round pick of the Seahawks. I'm going to give him a 5-year deal because we're going to assume the player option. I'll also give him star development. And that is not what he looks like at all. But, yeah, I'm going to give him star development and a 5-year deal. And we're going to go ahead and hop right into this rebuild. This roster is a little bit lazy. I mean, Damian Lewis is a rookie this year. And it already has him as 1 year. And they got, like, the Jordan Brooks doesn't have a creative face. He just has a weird face. A little bit odd. We didn't even talk about DJ Dallas. I think he's worth mentioning. DJ Dallas is pretty good. Probably going to play over a lot of these guys. I might just cut CJ Procise. He doesn't really serve any purpose on this team. I'll probably look to trade Carlos Hyde. And there's DJ Dallas in there. We'll give him a 4-year deal. Yeah, that's going to be the team. It's interesting. I don't think this is a contender in... Actually, it might be a contender in Madden franchise year 1. But there are a ton of holes. I'm not going to be using a 2021 draft class just to mix it up. So we're going to use a custom class. I do have to trade these picks away. I think it's a 2024. So there we go. 2 1s, a 3 for a 4th round pick. Of course, that's to satisfy the Jamal Adams deal. I'll probably end up getting 1st round picks anyway in this, or we'll see what happens. For guys that I'd like to trade, I don't know. I mean, we got a lot of guys who are older here. Craig Olsen will just hold on to. I mean, like, I don't know. Is this going to be a super realistic rebuild? I'd like it to be, but then it won't be. Just because, like, with Madden Simulation being so bad, you got to stack your team to even stand a chance. I'm not sure. We'll just simulate to the midseason mark, and we'll take it from there. Not going to bother trading anybody right now. 3 and 4 at the midseason mark. Not exactly in line for a playoff berth. Last in the NFC West. So I think I am going to try and trade some of these older players and get the value while we can. Who are the impending free agents? I guess, like, I don't know. I will make some moves. It seems like no one except for Josh Gordon. I should trade Dwayne Brown. I should trade some of these guys. All these rebuilds at this point are not realistic. It just kind of is what it is. But hit that subscribe button if you're new. Who doesn't like doing that? On the path to 200,000 subscribers. Who am I trading? Josh Gordon. Philip Dorsett is in here. Trading Josh Gordon and Dwayne Brown to the Dolphins for a 1st round pick. And I also want to unload another player, and that is KJ Wright. I just don't like 30 years old with his contract. I could also probably add another player and get a 1st round pick, so I guess I'm going to do that. I know it's like cheesy or whatever, but I need to do this in order to put together a solid team based on the way the rest of the league is going to progress and with their stacked playbooks and whatever. It's just I can't win the way I would like to. It's unfortunate. This is Madden 20. Madden 20 sucks. I'm doing the best I can. Give me number 2 overall. Projected. Hell yeah. KJ Wright, Greg Olsen, gone. Didn't make the playoffs because the Seahawks are one of the best teams in the league. Yet they go 7-9. I mean, I know it's a competitive division, but this is a playoff team. I mean, I think that's quite clear. 22nd best offense. Russell Wilson was 31st in all major passing categories. The defense was ranked 11th, but Russell Wilson didn't do anything particularly good. It's not only like Russell Wilson's the 2nd best quarterback in all of the NFL. Chris Carson wasn't good. Receiving, nothing particularly good happened there. We got to change the playbook. His Seahawks playbook ain't it. Bobby Wagner had a great season. He's a great player. 5 sacks for Puna Ford. Our defense really didn't do enough, though. B-Wags also had 3 picks. Yearly awards. Mahomes wins the MVP. Maybe I'll change the Tennessee playbook. I mean, the fact that Ryan Tannehill is a dominant force in the league in simulation because of the Titans playbook is ridiculous to me. NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Rodgers of the 6-9-1 Packers. Russell Wilson at 9. Defense Player of the Year, Jamie Collins. Okay. No Seahawks in there. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Kyler Murray. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jelani Tavai. Not going to do anything in free agency per usual. We're just going to settle for the draft and see what's happening then. I don't know. Like, I'm just excited for Madden 21 to come out, man. I know franchise is going to be extremely similar, but I hope that it reinvigorates me to some degree because, I don't know, just feels like things are getting a little bit repetitive. I'm sure you guys feel it as well. But we're going to find a way to make things fun and exciting for Madden 21, but just like, I don't know. It's just like the same free agent class, the same glitches, the same bugs, the same errors, the same broken franchise. It just gets old. What positions do I need in the draft? Offensive line. And then defensive line. Could maybe draft secondary as well. But offensive line and defensive line, I think, are the two biggest focuses. So we'll key in on that. I'm definitely trading down from number 3. I just don't feel like the value's there for us at that spot. As a good player went at number 1. Can't really say the same for number 2. But I think I will field offers. I don't like any of them, so I'm going to make my own. All right, trading number 3 overall for a first-round pick, number 12 overall this year, a second-round pick, and a first-round pick next year from the Texans. And we will simulate down to number 8, and we'll play the board this way. There seem to be some pretty good players available that are going to be in this range, so I'd be happy to select them. And I think I'm going to. Nate Decker's going to be my first pick here, left tackle out of Louisville. Number 6 in the class, we took him at number 8. Number 6 overall is a 77. That is very, very good. Strong draft class. 91 strength, 84 run block. He's very, very good. This is the cornerstone franchise bookend left tackle for us. Only 22 years old, 6'7", 340 with great strength. Can't teach that. Should be a dominant player for us as we simulate to number 12. And I hope to take a player on the exact opposite end of the ball in Austin Gentry. There are some great corners available, but Gentry looks like he's on another level. 6'7", 307 with good speed, unbelievable strength. He's an amazing athlete, great top skills as well. Another 22-year-old. This one not out of Louisville, though, out of LSU. Austin Gentry, welcome to the team. Number 2 in the class, 78 overall, star or better development, 93 strength, 81 block shed, 82 power moves. High 70s across the board in other stats and low 80s. Seems to be a very, very good player. And there's some great corners available, but I think I'm just going to simulate to the second round. Second round. Who is available? Seems like not a whole lot here. No one on my entire draft board. That's depressing. Sounds like a trade down. Second round picks for a 1 and a 3 from the Giants. Pretty good trade for us, actually. I would trade 2 seconds for or 3 seconds for a 1 and a 3 any day. So I'm going to simulate now to the end of the draft and start season number 2. I don't want to spend a super long time in season number 2. I feel like the team is just still like kind of far away from competing. I'm going to change the scheme just to Tennessee offense, and I think Indianapolis Colts defense usually does good things. Or people say Pittsburgh sometimes as well. Maybe we'll go, we got to go with a 4-3 though. So we'll do Indianapolis for the time being. Tennessee, Indianapolis. We'll see if we have more success here in season number 2 with pretty much the same team. There have not been a ton of changes whatsoever. But yeah, we'll simulate to the midseason mark, and I will pick it up from there. All right, time to extend Jamal Adams, which I have to. It's a Jamal Adams Seahawks rebuild. Not that I wouldn't anyway. 24 years old, unbelievable. Asking for a ton of money, but he's one of the top safeties in the league. This is a lot, and still wants more. That's fantastic. Chris Carson will extend. That one really isn't too bad for what's trending towards a top running back at only 25. We'll re-sign him. Shaq Griffin, same deal. Quentin Dunbar, I want nothing to do with. But Shaquille Griffin is back. The rest, we don't need Poona Ford anymore. That might be a trade candidate. And then Quentin Dunbar, probably look to trade him as well. Quentin Dunbar and Poona Ford gets us a first-round pick, so we'll have another one this year, as, of course, we traded our actual own first-round pick to the Jets. We are 2 5-1. So things are going real well per usual around here. That is fantastic. Guess we'll upgrade our players and simulate to the playoffs. Can't wait. Yes, missed the playoffs again. Classic, classic, classic. 8-7-1 though. So slightly better record. 13th best offense and the 17th best defense. Our running game was non-existent. Russell Wilson was slightly better, added more yards and more touchdowns. Chris Carson was brutally bad. The slot receiver is going to be pretty important in this playbook. That's very apparent to me. I'm just like, it just gets so frustrating. Jordan Brooks had an unbelievable year, by the way. It gets so frustrating, man. You get teams that just don't compete. Like, the stats are so unrealistic. Quandre Diggs had 5 picks. Just the sim stats make no sense. Ever. Deshaun Watson wins MVP. Maybe Chargers playbook. Russell Wilson finished at 3rd. So I guess we'll keep things where they are. Andrew Luck went to the Broncos, as he does. NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Russell Wilson. Okay. I don't know how. Didn't deserve it. Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack. Bobby Wagner at 8. Jordan Brooks at 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Ed Warner. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year, Chester Harrison. Austin Gentry at 2. I'll take that. Maybe we're like a year away, though. It looks like we're in the right offensive playbook. The defense is playing okay. We just got to continue to improve. I mean, I say these things. I don't know if I really believe them. Oh, yeah, I don't even have Jamal Adams signed right now because he wanted a higher bonus. Well, hopefully that will do. And Jamal Adams returns long-term. Bruce Irvin's down to a 67. I mean, none of these guys are worth re-signing at all. I think I said Levert Hill earlier. That's Leno Hill. I don't even know who this is. Before we go into free agency in the draft, what positions do we need? Decker only had star development. I'm excited to see what the defensive tackle has. We still need offensive line really badly. I mean, the team just isn't there quite yet. Gentry is superstar X Factor. That is awesome. Jordan Brooks went up to superstar. That is awesome. Austin Gentry. Did you get it or did you have it? He had it. Unstoppable force. We'll take that. Cornerback is a need. Quandre Diggs went up to star, I believe. Did he have normal before? Maybe he already had star. Oh, Shaquem Griffin went up to star. I think he was normal. We still need edge rushers really badly. We'll look into that. And we still need offensive line. So we'll look to navigate the board during the draft. And also, we'll sign some guys if there's some good players here. Sometimes there are some good pass rushers. Marlon Humphrey would be quite an addition. Obviously, don't need Patrick Mahomes, although that type of talent is never something you want to pass up on, usually. But Marlon Humphrey definitely deserves a contract. Oh, we might be able to steal him for cheap. Nobody's offering? Okay, let's take this down a ton. All right, hopefully that's enough to get Marlon Humphrey just to sign immediately. That would be so good. What an addition to our defense that would be. That's really bringing back the Legion of Boom. And that's exactly what we're doing. Marlon Humphrey, welcome to the defense. Jamal Adams, Marlon Humphrey, Shaquille Griffin, Quandre Diggs, and Trey Flowers. You know, there's some drop-offs there after Jamal Adams and Marlon Humphrey, but they're decent. We just need edge rushers, and we're going to be golden. And then, of course, the whole offensive line needs to be revamped. A random right tackle here. I don't want to sign him for that amount of money, though. We'll just draft a ton. We'll figure it out. All right. I will see you guys for the draft. I want to say, yeah, 5th-year options first. So I simulated only 1 week as opposed to just the draft. Rashad Penny, no. I do not want Rashad Penny back. There's no reason. I probably should have traded him, to be honest, already. We'll hold on to him, though. This is the one offensive line class where there aren't good offensive linemen. Or one draft class without good offensive linemen. Go figure. Now, I'd love to get Sean Sharp at number 4. I just think the reality is that he will not fall to that spot. So the question is, what do we do at that spot? Akeem Easton also wouldn't be too bad at 4 if he's available, because we don't pick again until 13 and then 29. And if you look down the board, not a ton of value after that, so I'm not really sure what I want to do. I think the move is to trade up. So we'll figure out how to get up to probably number 1. I mean, are the Jags really going to take a receiver at that spot? I doubt it, but maybe. Just Madden 20 is so unpredictable. The Jags will not budge off number 1 for anything. Not possible to trade for that pick. And they take the right end at number 1. I was not prepared to do that. There goes the receiver. If our player is available at 4, which he is, I will very happily take him. So that is going to be the move. We're going to take Akeem Easton out of Arizona. Doesn't look amazing. Looks like more of an athlete, but his top skills are not too bad. We just, don't see any A's in there, just B pluses only. Maybe he's amazing, though. Number 4, but only a 75 overall. So he's good for the draft class, but the draft class is just bad in general. So he's a decent player, 75 overall, star, better development. He'll be a starter immediately for us. Good speed, decent finesse moves in there as well. I think this just might be a trade down draft and get first-round picks next year with our first-round picks this year. Doesn't make sense to use these, I don't think. Trading a 1 this year for a 1 next year from the Vikings. I tried to get more, but it just wasn't going to happen. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And then maybe I'll just hold on to 29 and see what's there. What is available at 29? Is there that receiver that I had marked? No. All right, trading a first-round pick in David Moore for Quentin Nelson. Had to be done. I tried to just trade straight up for a first-round pick, which I thought would probably go through, and they did not want to do that. So had to add in David Moore, but they're totally fine to do that for Quentin Nelson. We're going to take a great backup running back here for really no reason. Not that we need him, but he's number 5 in the draft. We took him at 50. Not too bad there. Didn't need him, but, why not when you have that type of talent available? Taking offensive lineman here, Jacoby Poole at 40 or at 77. He's ranked at number 41, 69 overall. Nice. He'll start right away, even though he's not that good. If he had star development, there's something there, but he does not. And then just, again, because we need offensive line, I'm going to take London Morency out of Georgia Tech. Hopefully he's pretty good. Oh, he is. Number 33 in the draft. We took him at 82. Star or better development. Supposed to go in the 6th round. And somehow it was still a steal in the 3rd. We'll take it. We're going to move Damian Lewis to center. He's kind of built for it more anyway at 6'2", 330. So London Morency is going to start at right guard. Should be a pretty good fit. We still need a right tackle. I'm not really sure that Jamarco Jones is cutting it for me. In fact, I'll probably just opt to move the rookie Poole. It's pretty small for a right tackle at 6'3". I will just leave it. Whatever. We're going to be getting someone better in the long term anyway. Tyrone Swoops, former Texas quarterback. That's fun. There's still some gaps on this team, but overall I would say things are looking pretty good. LJ Collier and Darrell Taylor are completely worthless, but this is the team. Overall, not too bad. CPU drafted a random 59 overall with star better development. Okay, that'll be star. I would almost bet anything. Mid-season mark. We are 5-2. I'll take it. That's so much better, man. The 49ers are also 5-2. Cardinals 4-3. Rams 3-4. It's still such a close race for the division. We're nearing a 90 overall. I think for Coach XP, I'll probably opt to do this for receivers. Don't really need it for quarterback. Running back's fine. Tight end, whatever. Quentin Nelson is an impending free agent, as is Tyler Lockett, Will Dissly, Jerron Reed, Michael Dixon, the best punter in the NFL. It's probably not true. It's probably Brett Kern, but Michael Dixon is such a good young punter. Quandre Diggs, I'll consider, but I don't know. Rashad Penny, I don't really want. Probably should have looked to trade him, though. There's a lot of free agents here. There's a lot. All right, Jerron Reed's back. Will Dissly's back. Tyler Lockett's back. Quentin Nelson wants more money, and I'm going to look to trade some of those guys near the back end. Okay, Rashad Penny, a future 1 and a 2, gets us a right tackle for this playoff push in Mitchell Schwartz, one of the best tackles in the NFL. And he is a great addition to our team. Morency only has star development, but star development is pretty good, especially for an offensive lineman. And then Easton, let's go, baby. Superstar X Factor for the rookie out of Arizona. Fearmonger is what he gets. Gotta love that. Okay. We are on the path to success here. We've gone from somehow in the game 0 to approaching hero now in the blink of an eye. A first round bye. That's actually surprising. 11-5 is what we finished. I'll take that. 3rd best offense. Yeah, Titans playbook is OP apparently. 14th best defense. Maybe Indianapolis defense is not it. 3-4 defenses just play better in the game, I feel like sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes 4-3 I like the Bengals playbook, but people told me to try out the Colts. 15 picks is kind of a lot, but when you have, 4,300 yards and 43 touchdowns, that's acceptable. Chris Carson was way better. 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. Receiving, Tyler Lockett in the slot was overpowered. 103 catches for over 1,400 yards, 16 touchdowns. Will Dissly had 12 touchdowns. Guess tight end's playing a lot in this as well. Jordan Brooks had 151 tackles, 10 for loss, 2 sacks, and a pick. What a year. Tackles for loss, 13 from Shaquem Griffin, who also had double-digit sacks, but it was Austin Gentry who led the way on the inside with 11. Interceptions, 3 for Marlon Humphrey, who I forgot was even on the team, led the way. Yearly awards, Russell Wilson wins the MVP. Love that. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, also Russell Wilson. Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack. Jordan Brooks at 4. Bobby Wagner at 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Adrian Bias. There's a joke to be made there. I'm not sure what it is, so we're going to move past it. Quincy Henry at 7. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Avery Wynn. Akeem Easton at 2. And Kirkland Walters at 7. That is quite a name. But we got a first-round bye. 91 overall, 92 offense, 91 defense. As far as player progression, I don't really even know what would matter here. I might just go for player retention and do like a re-sign influence on Quentin Nelson. Re-sign influence? Ooh, that's the glitch. And in the divisional, we have the Chicago Bears. Pretty tough team sometimes in the simulation with the way that their quarterback play works. I'm not going to bother jumping in just because I know that leads to heartbreak, so we're just going to simulate and hopefully we win, which I doubt that we do. Ooh, we do 30-16. Is this team actually going to win in simulation? Is it too good to be true twice? Simulate to the Super Bowl. Can we beat the Bucks? Yes. Seahawks, Ravens. Russell Wilson versus Lamar Jackson. 2 of the best mobile QBs in the NFL go head-to-head. Lamar Jackson versus Russell Wilson. Super Bowl, Dallas. Now we're going to jump in. They're an 88 overall to our 91. Can we win a Super Bowl here in year number 3? Is it too good to be true? Man, pretty high-scoring game so far. 10-6. We actually got higher, but 17-13. This was a well-paced game for scoring. 24-13. The Ravens are making a heck of a comeback, though. And we have 1:46 to play, up by 3. Is it time to kill clock? Am I jumping in here? Dude, they're going to be so ridiculously hard to run the ball on. This defensive front's going to be overpowered. We're going to take that up the middle, though. Chris Carson breaking tackles. Just ice the game. That's all we have to do. Oh, Chris Carson into the open field. Who's going to catch him? Go, Chris! Go, Chris! Touchdown, Chris Carson! To ice the Super Bowl, 61 yards. Unbelievable. All right, one stop will end the game. Let's get on Jordan Brooks, the Seahawks first rounder. He's got some upside, just kind of a reach at the spot where he was taken. But he's got some upside. And I gave up the big play and the ball's loose. Jordan Brooks recovers. It looks like Bobby Wagner made the huge hit over the middle with an enforcer, destroyed Hollywood Brown, and that could secure the Super Bowl. The Ravens have turned over the ball 3 times. Is it Ataro Alaka? We can definitely get a bit crazy now that we have the lead and a ton of time. So we can throw the ball if we want. And R1's wide open, but I want to get crazy. Block for me. Block. Russell Wilson staying in bounds. It's so odd because I always have the commentary turned off, but I had to delete Madden so I could download the Warzone update. I stream Warzone pretty much every night on my Twitch. That's linked down in the description below along with my Twitter. I've actually changed my ad. It's at Bengal YouTube now. But the commentary, all the settings got changed. I know X is open, but I want him as a blocker. It doesn't work out the way I wanted. But yeah, it's so weird hearing Brandon Gaudin because I haven't heard commentary the entire year. Should we get a DK Metcalf touchdown going? Let's split the safety. One of these guys could get open. That's not really where I wanted it, but it doesn't matter. No reaction time from Earl Thomas. Tyler Lockett touchdown. That is guaranteed Super Bowl victory. And I faked it. It did not work at all. Easton's getting double teamed. Can't really fight through that. That might be a pick. Shaquille Griffin gets it on the lob. And that is the guaranteed Super Bowl. Hollywood Brown is fast as hell. But that's the game. The Seattle Seahawks will be Super Bowl champions. Yep, Seahawks, Super Bowl champions. Again, it's so odd hearing the commentary for it. Does he not know that I'm the commentary? Do they not know that I am the video content creator, entertainer, extraordinaire? Nah, I'm pretty whatever. But appreciate you guys watching and having a good time. We're going to do one more season and try to repeat as back-to-back Super Bowl champions. All right, so I don't want Quandre Diggs anymore. I mean, he's an 80 overall at 29 years old. He was great at Texas when he played corner. I don't want Trey Flowers either. I want younger guys. Shaquem Griffin we could bring back. Although I'd want like a more pure edge rusher than him. But we'll sign him to a longer deal. And then we already got the re-sign whatever for Quentin Nelson. So can I take the money down? I should be able to, right? He's going to test our free agency? Well, here's the bad news. You're not. We'll deal with that later. Michael Dixon I want back as well. How much money do we have? Not a ton. We might not be able to do much in free agency, but that's okay. We're going to be fine. Final season, test free agency. Well, we're going to re-sign you in free agency, so whatever. All right, who can we cut for cap room? I don't think my voice cracked, but it may have. I don't know if that's what that was. We don't need Cody Barton. That's who we don't need. Yeah, we're going to cut him. Ooh, Tyler Lockett up to superstar development. What do I need? I need a third receiver. Oh, Jordan Brooks up to superstar X Factor. We need a right end. We need maybe a safety. All right, we brought in AJ Terrell. So, good third cornerback. Now, I did offer a contract to Yannick Ngakoue, but I also have no money to do it, so he's at 37 points. I don't know where I can create a bunch of cap space from, but it's, you know, probably not from that. Not from what? I don't know what I'm talking about. I need to figure out a way to clear a bunch of cap space. Russell Wilson's getting paid a lot, but I really can't get rid of him for obvious reasons. So who is the next one to go? I mean, I don't need to be paying a kicker this much. Jason Myers can get cut. That's so much money we're freeing up. LJ Collier is also really bad. I don't need him. We're going to release him. All right, we have a lot more cap space now. I do need Michael Dixon back, but we should be able to get him for nothing. And I do need a kicker now. So we got Greg Zuerlein and Michael Dixon, but I really don't think we're going to get Yannick Ngakoue. What? No one wanted Yannick Ngakoue. I bought the D-line free agent influence package. And when I say I offered Yannick Ngakoue nothing, I offered him, he got up to 41 total points. Look at his contract, please. I don't know how this happened. I've never seen this before. Is that the play? Is that overpowered? His total salary is 4 years, 10.5 mil. I don't know how we just got that. He had 41 total points. Well, now we don't need an edge. We have our edges. We have our linebackers. We need a safety. We have a corner. Our offensive line's pretty good. It could use some backups. Could use a receiver. We could use a receiver. So it's just like safety and receiver. How did we get Yannick Ngakoue? That solves all of our problems. And his contract is so cheap. Trading Damian Lewis, a third and a second next year for number 9 overall from the Broncos. And that's where I plan on taking our future safety. We're going to take a number of stabs at this until we get the best player that we can. So there are some good safeties available. There also is a good corner that we could turn into a safety by the name of Tyson Riddle. But the question is, do I want either of these safeties? Desmond Mayberry looks pretty good. He's got good size. Doesn't look amazing, but the fact that B zone coverage is in the middle and then B plus pursuit tells me that he might have a development trait. That's just a thing that's been in the game for a while. But then Dallas Morton looks really solid. Probably the better of the two. It's based on top skills and athleticism. So we could take him. I don't really know what I want to do right now. Let's take who appears to be the better player. Dallas Morton is ranked number 5. I'll take that. 77 overall. So he is automatically or immediately better than Marquise Blair, who is our other option. He's ranked number 5. We took him at 9. He's good. It's just like normal development sucks so bad to see. So a little bit disappointed at that. And I do need a center now, so I got to figure that out. Let's take Tyson Riddle here at number 21. I think he's actually going to be the best of the 3 players that we just showed. He could probably start a free safety for us immediately. If he's, ranked inside the top 10 and is like near a 77 overall with star better development, I'm taking him. Well, I'm not taking him, but we're going to start him. We're going to start him anyway. He's a 78 overall, number 1 in the class. We take him at 21, only normal development as well. That's a starting free safety. He's got nice catching and tackling. Dude, why do they all have normal dev? Please don't. Please have higher. We'll take Sidney Monroe to be a starting center. Welcome to the team. 77 overall, ranked number 7 in the class. We took him at 32. Also, normal development. Immediately better than Damian Lewis with the same development rate, but like, wow. Can I get star better development? Is that asking way too much? Apparently. Even though I've drafted 2 superstar X Factors this video, I guess I can't be too mad about it. But it's just so devastating to see that brown bronze badge. This is the team for the final season. Monroe's going to play center. That should boost our team overall. It dropped a little bit. Yeah, but Monroe's going to play center. He should be really solid in that role. Alabama offensive lineman. That's just the play. 90 overall. We could use a good third receiver, but I just don't think a trade's going to happen for one. Defense looks disgustingly good. I just got to change Riddle to a free safety, and we'll be good to go. Mid-season mark, not going to worry about re-signing anybody. We are 4-4 and winning the division. Oh, I didn't change the defensive playbook. I doubt that's what's holding us back. It's probably just random. I want to go Cincinnati. Yeah, 3rd best offense. Russell Wilson not throwing for a ton of TDs, though. 21st defense. We're 4-4. We've played fairly well. It's just not... We're just not getting the job done right now. We're not bad. Winning the NFC West, but not doing particularly well. However, it is time to simulate not to the Super Bowl, but to the playoffs. Hopefully we make them. Trying to repeat. Let's get it done. Did not get a first-round bye. Won the division. We got a wild card game after going 11-5. That's a little bit stinky. 7th best offense. Russell Wilson came back to lead the league in passing touchdowns, by the way, and 2nd best defense. Quite the turnaround with Cincinnati. Russell Wilson was dominant. Rushing, Chris Carson was pretty good. Receiving, Tyler Lockett dominated. DK was pretty solid as well. You'll take that season any day of the week. Wish you had more touchdowns, but that's fine. Tackles for loss, 16 from Gentry. Do we get a lot of pressure? Not a ton of great sack performances or interceptions, but the defense stopped them from scoring, which you'll take. Russell Wilson wins another MVP. Patrick Mahomes to the Giants, yes. Flashback to Giants franchise. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Russell Wilson. Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack. Man, maybe Bears defense is the play. But this is the team for the final playoff run. Nothing, no real notable changes. That's just a little bit of development. The team looks pretty sick. It's time to come out here and show what we can do. Can we beat the Panthers? They're a strong simulation team. It's not a gimme, but we do. 35-17. And now, deja vu. We got the Bears in the divisional. We had a first-round bye last year, so this is a little bit different. But it's still in the divisional. It just wasn't our first playoff game. But to get to the NFC Championship, we are in there again, and it is the same exact matchup against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll get Jamal Adams up to a 98 overall before the game. Can we do it? Super Bowl berth on the line. We're not getting there. It's going to be Bucks Colts. Shout out Tony Dungy and John Gruden matchup. That's a fun one. If you guys know a little bit about the Bucks, Tony Dungy building the Bucks, and then John Gruden coming over and winning a Super Bowl with them. And then Tony Dungy, of course, got that Super Bowl with the Colts later. But that is going to do it for the video. This is the final team. Any more development changes? Tyler Lockett up to Superstar X Factor. Love to see it. And then defensively, no changes as far as I can tell. But that is going to do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.